Hello everyone and welcome to this lecture. My name is Burhanuddin and in this lecture we are going to learn that how we can upload our application onto the Google Play Store. Okay, so let's get started and let's just open the Android Studio. So as you can see we have a project running and let me just show you the application that we are going to upload it to the Google Play Store today. So if you remember, this is the application from the previous lecture that we have created while learning the SQLite database. So we are going to upload this application onto the Google Play Store. So the first thing that we need to do is to export this application, and then we need to create a key store for the application, and using that key store we can actually update that application into the Google Play Store later on. Okay, so let's just look at the application first. So as you can see, this is the application that we have created in the previous lecture. So this is an application about the SQLite database that we can actually add data inside our database and we can delete data from our database. So if you can see, if I type Dell and let the computer type will be desktop PC, and if I click on the add button, it will add this data into the database. And now if I click on this delete button, it will delete the first element inside the list. Okay, so we are going to actually upload this application on the Google Play Store. So the first thing that we need to do, let's just open the project pane and let's just go to the build.gradle file first. So here I am opening module app build.gradle file. So here the few things that you need to remember is the minimum is the version code and the version name. So why these things are important? So for example, for the first time when we upload the Google, application on the Google Play Store, the version code and the version name must be 1 and 1.0 respectively, right? But later on in future, when I update, if I want to update the application on the Google Play Store, then what will I require to do is to change the version code from 1 to 2 instead, and the version name will be changed from 1.0 to 1.1 and so on. I can in this using this pattern I can actually update the application on the Google Play Store. The package name for the application must be same from for every time I upload the application on the Google Play Store. Okay, so the only thing that differentiate or show the Google Play Store that I have a new update of the application instead of providing a new application is the version code and version name. So this thing differs your previous application from your current application. Okay, so now let's just change it back to 1 and 1.0. So first let's just build our application. So I will go to build, and now I will generate a signed APK. Okay. So if you are using the latest version of Android Studio, you will be able to see that it is showing me generate signed bundle and APK. So there is a very big difference between the Android app bundle and APK. So for the industrial purpose, if you are currently generating an APK, then the problem with the APK is the size of the application is too large, because you are bundling each and everything and you are just pushing that thing to the Google Play Store, and irrespective of device you are giving user everything that you have put inside your APK file. But that's not the case with the app bundle. So what actually app bundle does is whenever you upload your application onto the Google Play Store with Android app bundle, and then if a user downloads your application from Google Play Store, then based on the requirements of the user device only, based on that requirements only, the Google Play Store will deliver the things inside your APK file. That is, when if I create this application for example, if I am creating this application for the devices of multiple screen sizes, okay, then I will provide multiple images for that. Like for XDP, XHDP, XHDP, right? We have seen that things in the previous lectures. So if I generate an APK file, what will Google Play Store do? That whenever the user will demand for that application, it will deliver whole APK file alongside unnecessary files included inside the APK package. Okay. But if I am submitting an Android app bundle, then what will Google Play Store will do? That whenever the user will demand for the application, it will check the requirements of the device, that what are the things that user's device will need to run the application. Okay, and based on that requirements, it will deliver the user the things that its device is needed. Okay, and it will ignore and skip the unnecessary things. Okay, so I will suggest you to do that, but for this lecture we are just going to export an APK file. So I will just click on this generate signed APK bundle, and then I'm going to select the APK, and then as you can see it says build a signed APK that you can deploy to a device. So it is very necessary to generate a signed APK when you are deploying your application, so that no one other than you can modify the source code of your application. Okay, so just click on next, and now it is asking me some things. Okay, so the first thing that it is asking me is to locate a key store path. So what is the key store path? But first let's just discuss about the key store. So let me just do one thing. Instead of this choose existing button, let me just click on create new. So if I click on that create new button, and now as you can see it is showing me another dialog which says new key store, and the first thing it is showing me is to select the key store path. So basically what key store is, it is a collection of keys that you have used, or the user can use in order to sign their application. Okay, so with the help of key store you can actually sign your application. So now let's just create a new key store, and how we can do that. So first let's select a path that where my key store will be located after I create it. So let's just do one thing. Let me set the location for it quickly. So now as you can see, I have selected the location for the key store to be inside my application folder. Okay. So now I need to enter the name by which my key store will be called. So let's just for the simplicity, I will just call it as key store, but you can always write something else. Okay. So let's just type in key store, and now I'll click on OK. So now as you can see, the extension for the key store is .jks, and now what we need to do is to set a password for my key. Okay. So this password will be required whenever I want to access a key from this key store. So let's just set a password. Now, as you can see, we are creating a key inside a key store. So if while I am creating the first key, so I will name it as key 0. This alias means names. Okay. So now let's just create a password for this particular key. So now the next thing you can see is the validity of yours. That is the validity for this key store. So let's just keep it as default of 25 years. And the next thing you need to provide is the certificate. Now, one thing you need to know that everything you are getting asked before the certificate is the required thing, that is compulsorily you have to fill these things, but in the things inside the certificate are optional. So it depends on you that if you want to provide these things or not. So for now let's just skip these things, and I will just provide the first name and last name, so it doesn't require that you need to fill all the things. Only then the application will be submitted on the Google Play Store. But if you don't do that, then only the application will be submitted on the Google Play Store. Okay. So now let's just create on the OK button, and it will complete the process of creating a new key store. So now as you can see, the key store is already created, and the password for the key store, the key and the key password is already filled up for me. So I'll just click on this remember password button, so that for the next time whenever I decide to generate an APK, I should not have to again re-enter the password in the key. Okay. So now I'll click on the next, and then it is showing me that where what is the destination folder for the APK, that is after finishing the process, where will be the APK file will be generated. Okay. So if you want, you can just copy this part, but it will give me a notification about locating the application, so I will skip that. And now from the box below the destination folder, it shows me build variants. So you can basically generate two build variants for your application. The first one will be of debug type, and the second one will be of release type. Now you will use debug type whenever you are giving an application to a client for testing, but for this tutorial we are just going to use the release, because we want to upload the application onto the Google Play Store. And remember one thing, you cannot upload the debug APK onto the Google Play Store. You will require a release APK version. Okay. So let's just click on the release, and now it is asking me for the signature versions. So every time you need to generate a APK that you want to upload it on the Google Play Store, select both the checkboxes. Okay. So if you want to learn more about the signature, you can always click on the signature help text view. Okay. But for now, let's just click on let's just check both of the checkbox and click on finish. And now it is creating or generating the APK file for me. So now as you can see, it is showing me a notification that generate signed APK. Okay, so my APK is generated successfully, and now it is showing me a way that I can locate this application, this release APK, or I can analyze this APK. But for this tutorial, I will just click on this locate, and now it will open the file explorer for me, and it will automatically go on to the location where the application is generated. So now as you can see, here is our APK file which is named as app-release. So I can upload this APK file onto the Google Play Store. Okay, so to do that, just open your Chrome browser. And the first thing that you need to do in order to upload your application onto the Google Play Store is to create a Google Play developers account. Okay, so first let me just change my account and then show you that how it will look when you open the application for the first time. So now I will search for Google Play Developer Console. So I can say Play Developer Console, and then I can just simply click on the first link which says Google Play Console. It has automatically switched to my register account. So first let me just sign out of this account. So now as you can see, this is what you will see if you have not registered your account on the Google Play Developer Console. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to whenever you will open that link, you will be redirected to this page. Okay, so now you can select the existing account to be registered with your with the Google Play Developer Console, or you can sign in with different account, or you can just create a new account. Then you need to accept the two policies of the Google Play Store, and then it will be requiring your credit card detail and stuff. And remember one thing, that in order to create an account on Google Play Developer Console, you actually need to pay $25. That's around 1800 Indian rupees approx. So you need to make that payment, and then you can register your account on the Google Play Store. Okay, so that's how you create a new account on Google Play Store. But now let me just show you that what to do if you have an existing account on the Google Play Store. So now as you can see, I have signed in to my different account on the Google Play Console, and this is how Google Play Console looks from inside. So here I have all the applications that I have already submitted on the Google Play Store, and now let's just try and create a new application and then submit it on the Google Play Store. Okay, so we will click on this create application button, and now as you can see, it is opening a dialog box for me which says title, and let's just it is saying me to select a language. So I will put the default language to be English, and I will give the title to be database demo, which will be the name of the application which will be shown onto the Google Play Store. Okay, so I will say it as database demo and then click on create. So now it is creating a new application for me, and now as you can see, here on the left side I have my dashboard, and here are the things that I need to fill up before I upload my application on the Google Play Store. Okay, so in this video I am not going to actually upload this thing because it requires multiple more things in order to upload the Google application on the Google Play Store. But I will show you one by one everything, that what are the things that we required in order to upload the application on the Google Play Store. So the first thing will be store listing. So store listing means that how your application will look on the Google Play Store. So as I mentioned earlier, the title will be the name of the application that will be mentioned on the Google Play Store, that I have specified as database demo, and the next thing will be the short description. So and if you can see below the short description, it is asking me for the full description. So what is the difference between the short description and the full description? So basically the short description, whatever you write inside the short description will be the things that it will show you uh, on the page of your application before read more text. Okay, and the full description means the text will be shown when the user clicks on the read more text. Okay, so that's the difference between these two. And the next thing it is asking me is of graphic assets. So we require plenty of graphic assets in order to upload our application onto the Google Play Store, and the first thing that we require is an icon. So this will be an icon of our application that will be shown on the Google Play Store, and there are certain requirements for the icons, that how icon should look like. So as you can see, it says that icon should be of 512 into 512, that is the width and height of the icon must be equals to 512. Okay, it should not be less than or greater than that. Okay, so it will be in a square format basically, and the icon must have at least 32-bit PNG color. Okay, and it should be PNG format. Okay, so that is what it is it means to say. Now the next thing that we require to upload is the screenshot. Now the things that I am showing you are the mandatory. You must upload these things in order to submit your application for the review purpose on the Google Play Store. And if you don't upload these things, your application will not be submitted for the review purpose. So the next thing I require is the screenshot. So you require the minimum of 2 screenshots about your application and the maximum of 8 screenshots that you can put for your application. So the next thing is the feature graphic. So nowadays these things, feature graphic, are not shown on the Google Play Store properly. But until 2018, I believe the feature graphic was shown as a banner whenever you open an application on the Google Play Store. So that is this thing. And the minimum requirement for the feature graphic asset is of width should be of 1024 pixels, and the height should be of 500 pixels, and it can be JPG or PNG format, but it must have at least 24-bit colors. Okay, so yeah, these are the things that are required. Then in the next section you will be asked for the categorization, and in that you will be asking for the application type, that is it is an application or a game. Then you will require to select the category of your application, and then you can also provide some tags, and then it will ask for the content rating. Now this content rating we will fill up later on, but for this section we have only one thing remaining, and that is of contact details. So it is on you that you provide the details of your website or your phone number or not, but it is required to provide your email ID here. Okay, and then you can just click on this save draft. Now let's just move on to the next section, and that is the content rating. But in order to calculate the content rating, you first require to upload your APK. So let's just move back to the app releases, and now here we need to create a release. So as you can see, we can create certain different releases for our application, and as you can see, the first one is the production track. So this one is basically used when you have an application ready for the users and they can directly install as a production version. And the next thing is the open track, which is for the beta testing, and the next thing is the closed track, which is for the alpha testing. So these are various testing tracks on which you can upload your application onto the Google Play Store first, and then move it to the production version. Okay, so for now let's just select this production track, and I will click on this manage, and now I will just simply click on this create release. So now it is asking me to continue in the Google Play signing key policy. So what will this basically does is store your key that you with which you have generated your APK, so that in future if you have mistakenly deleted or misplaced your key store or a key, then you can ask the Google Play Store for that key, and they will provide you the key for the particular application if you are proved to be an authorized person. Okay, so I'll continue on to this policy, but you can always opt out of that. Now I need to upload my APK, so I can drop my APK here, or I can browse towards it, but I will simply drop it here. So now as you can see, it is uploading my APK. So now as you can see, the application is now uploaded onto the server, and it has already filled the release name, which is the version name that we have provided inside our application. And the next thing is you can also provide some release note that what is new inside this new APK, and then you can just click on this save button. And now you can click on this review button and then create your release after these all things are filled up. But first, let's just generate a content rating for our application. So now as you can see, it is showing me an option to continue. So what is basically a content rating? So content rating is basically a ratings for your application. So based on this rating, the Google Play Store will decide that in which region your app can be available for download, and under which region the application will not be able to download available for the download to the users. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do is provide my email address twice, and then I can select the category of my application. So let's just select the first one, that is educational, but first it is asking me for my email, so let me just quickly enter my email here. So now I can select any of them. So as you can see, now it is asking me certain questions so it is asking me that whether my application contain any violent material or not. So I'll select no, then I'll select no for this question, and it is asking me that whether there is something potentially offensive inside my application or not. So I will select no, and it is now saying me that is there anything that can sell illegal drugs or anything through your applications? I will again say no, and now it is asking me that whether the user can exchange content through your application or not. So I will say no for our application, and now it is asking me that whether your current application asks a user for the physical location or not. So I'll also say no for this question, and now it is saying me that does your application allow user to purchase any digital goods? Okay, so I'll again say no to this question. So what are digital goods? So that are basically digital payments. For example, if you are playing a game, then if you buy something from that game store, any RP or kind of thing, then that can be counted inside the digital good. But for our application, I will say no. And remember one thing, that you should answer these questions very correctly, because later on what the Google Play Store will do is whenever the user will install the application, it may ask user questions about your application, like whether this application is asking for your permission location or not, and whether you can buy digital goods or not, and that questions will be matched against your content ratings question that you have filled on. and if there is a gap between those questions, then Google Play Store will eventually remove your application from the Google Play Store. Okay, so remember that. And now I can just save the questionnaires and then apply this content rating. So as you can see, now these are the calculation of the content rating that is applied on my application, and now I'll simply just apply the content rating, and now I can move on to the next step. Okay, so the next thing is app content. So basically this ask me to do is do some things before uploading the application to the Google Play Store. So the first thing it is asking me to do is upload a privacy policy. So what is privacy policy? So basically we require privacy policy whenever we are getting any kind of data from the user, that we require to specify to the user that what we will be doing with their data. So that things will be mentioned inside the privacy policy. And then second thing is about ads. So we actually need to specify that our application contains any advertisements or not. And the next thing is app access. So if we have kept any part or any section or any activity of our application to be private, that is if the user is must required to be log into the application or register to the application in order to use the application, then we need to provide that in authentication details in this app access to the Google Play Store, so that Google Play Store can verify your application by accessing to properly into your application. And the next thing is the target audience and content. To what target audience group, that is the age group of the user, that is that can be between 18 to 21 or less than 18 or the greater than 30 to 50. So what is the basically target audience that you are actually targeting with your application? And the next thing is the content rating that we have just completed. And let's just move on to the next section, which is pricing and distribution. So now as you can see, you can this is the section where you can put your application in a paid list or a free section. So you can do that right here. But if you want to upload a paid application to the Google Play Store, so you must need to connect your bank account details kind of stuff in order to put the paid application on the Google Play Store. But we will continue with the free application right now. And the next thing is the app availability. Now we are required to select the country in which our application will be available. So as you can see, we can select the menu, each country manually, but we can just simply click on this available check radio button, and it will automatically select every country as available for our application. Okay, then two more things that you require to select is content guidelines and US Explore Flow. So read these guidelines, and based on that you can just select them, check the check boxes, and then you can just simply click on save draft. Now only these are the things which are mandatory in this section, and other things are the ones that you can skip and decide not to fill them up. So now you can just simply click on the save draft, and it will save your details inside it. So now the next thing you can do is simply go to the app release and click on this edit release and opt in for the review. And before review, as you can see, it will not allow me to start rollout production because I have two things left to be uploaded, that is store listing and app content. But once I do this, it will allow me to start rollout to production. Okay, now as you can see, it is giving me a warning. Now this warning is because we have it is basically saying me that you are using AppPK. So if I read it for you, it is saying me that this APK results in unused code and resources being sent to the user. That is what I have told you earlier. So it is basically asking me to use the Android app bundle instead of APK. So you can always ignore this warning and then just click on the start rollout to production button. Okay, so after when you click on the start rollout to production button, your application will be submitted on the Google Play Store for the review process, and that process generally takes 5 to 6 hours for the review, but it can take less than that time or more than that time for review, based on the traffic on the Google Play Store developer console. But you need to remember one thing while uploading your application onto the Google Play Store is to verify the developer's policy. Okay, so basically every time you need to whenever you upload the application on the Google Play Store, make sure your application is satisfying Google Play Store's developer policy for uploading the application. If your application will be violating any policy, then Google Play Store will immediately remove your application from the Google Play Store. And if this thing happen multiple times, then Google will eventually ban your account from the Google developer console. Okay, and all the application that you have uploaded will be just gone from the App Store, and now you cannot upload any application with that email ID onto the Google Play Store. So you need to eventually create a new account with new credit card later on. Okay, so these are the things that that were required for you to know before uploading your application onto the Google Play Store. So yeah, that was it for this lecture.